In this video, I'm going to show you how I made almost $3,000 profit just by walking into a grocery store, buying some clearance items, and selling them on Amazon. And yes, I'm going to show you all the details. I'm going to give you all the proof. You're going to see the product. You're going to see everything. By the end of this video, you're going to know enough that if you want to go and do this type of thing, you'll be able to do it too.
Reezy Resells. Follow the hustle.
Heading into the grocery store to secure that bag. So my wife recently came back from the grocery store. She bought something and I scanned it and I was like, oh damn, that's hella profitable. Now I'm back at the store. We found them and there's way more than 20 bags. Look at this.
They have no expiration date. These were originally $14.99 and they're 75% off, which makes them $3.75 each now. And when we scan it with SellerAmp, we can see that if we sell it for $27.99, which is the current buy box price, at a cost of $3.75 per unit, we are going to make a $13.38 profit, or a 356.8% ROI on every single unit. And the estimated sales not only show over 800 units are sold a month, but the BSR, or best sellers rank, is 10,000, which is in the top 1% of all the grocery products sold on Amazon. So we're gonna buy all of these right now. Let's see how many units it is. 3, 10, 16, 26, 34. That's just one shelf. 40, 50, 60,
Right on.
70.
We're gonna have to get another cart.
You want a bigger cart?
You got a bigger cart?
Yeah, here, I'll grab it.
Check it out. This cart can't hold much more, and this is only half of everything that's here.
I think there's like 150 bags because this small cart, which was half of them, is 75 bags. And if we make the estimated profit of $15 per bag for 150 bags, this is gonna be $2,250 in profit.
So we got a small cart and a large cart completely full, and it looks like we still got maybe 20 bags left to grab. Would you say this is beast mode, or would this be feast mode? It's funny that these aren't selling very well here, but it's like in the top 10 of chocolate online.
Total price?
Yeah, total price $1,700.
Crazy. What's it at so far? Wow, we're about to break records out here.
$181.
That's a record or what?
All right, we're back in the lab. So we were able to secure 208 units of this bad boy. And if we would have paid full price of $14.99, we would have ended up paying $3,117. But no, you saw the screen. We saved well over $2,300, bringing our COGS, or our cost of goods, all the way down to $736.25. This means that each individual unit only cost us $3.53. Now here's where it gets interesting. These are actually selling on Amazon right now for $28. And if we look at the SellerAmp sales estimate, it shows us that this item sells 800 times a month. And if we sell this item at $28, our PPU, or profit per unit, is going to be $13.62. Now, that is if we sell it FBA. If we decided to sell it FBM, fulfilled by merchant, we would end up making just under $12 profit per unit. So either way you cut the pie, we're going to be making $12 to $13 profit per unit, which puts us just over $2,800 in expected profit for this haul. Expected profit. You heard me right. Now, the reason it's expected is because the items haven't sold yet at this point in the journey. They've just been purchased. You still need to list the items. They need to sell, and then you need to ship them off to your customers, or you need to have shipped them off to Amazon FBA. Before we continue, I want to share some bad news with you guys. I am a liar. This is future Reezy here. They have already sold. It's not expected. I sold them already. I tried to lie and I couldn't. Now, when I went to list these items, I actually had a realization, or at least a speculation, where maybe the holiday sales for this item were going to be much greater than the sales in the long term. And so I decided to sell these merchant fulfilled because I wanted to make sure that if the demand was seasonal, that these were going to be able to get to people well before they needed them for Christmas, because a lot of people were buying these as Christmas gifts or as stocking stuffers, just like my wife did. Later in the video, I actually find more units of this same product, and I decided to send those off to FBA. That way I could at least get a small sample of what the potential different results may have been. In the next part of this video, you're going to see me listing these on Amazon. Then you're going to see me packaging these to ship them off to the customers. Then we're going to print the postage label, put it on the packages, and take these off to the post office to drop off. And after that, I'm going to take you guys into my Amazon account. We're going to screen record, and I'm going to show you all of the proof, the evidence for all you detectives out there of the units that I sold and shipped to the customers. Hey, what's up? Hope you guys are enjoying today's video. Real quick, I want to let you know that I am officially relaunching the Reezy Ninjas Discord, and it is going to be 69 times better than it has ever been in the past. And we're giving away a free month for the first 150 people that sign up for the waiting list. Click the link in the description to join the Discord and get your free month today. Now let's get back to the video.
I was one item short for the labels that I printed, so I have to pack one more. But I also had a few that sold while I was packing those. And there was 2 already that I hadn't printed, but let's see what the total is now. 5 unshipped and 6 pending. So that means that 9 sold while I was packing those up. All right, let's get these all shipped out. This is the merchant fulfilled order ship screen. You see we have 6 orders here that are ready to go, they're unshipped, and then 5 pending. So those are just waiting for payment to go through. We actually bulk selected all the orders, and then we're gonna click buy shipping in bulk, and we're gonna go through this process. It already has the weight and everything because we already did this. Then we're gonna choose our printer, which is gonna be the Rollo for postage labels. And then it tells you it's gonna be $45.16 total. On the right, you can see the various shipping charges, and you can choose different ones if you don't approve of that, but generally it's gonna select the cheapest one that meets the needed guidelines. And then when you click buy shipping, your labels automatically come out of your printer. You can see we got all of the other orders already bagged up and ready to be taken to the post office and UPS. This is pretty cool. I'm sending a shipment to FBA just because I want to split them up and do some fulfilled by Amazon and see what I can get for them later. And 35 units weighs 45 pounds, and I'm only going to get charged $13.36, which is only 39 cents a unit. And I think the FBA fulfillment cost is like $4. So that means $4.40 to fulfill a unit instead of $6 to $8.75, which is what I was paying merchant fulfilled. So basically $4 profit more per unit. All right, so this is almost close to the end of all the items. This is about 30 orders between USPS and UPS, and a couple random items that I had to make a custom box for, which I'm quite proud of. And I was almost out of stock, but last night Rosa was at Safeway, the same one that I purchased these from, and they had in the back clearance area brought out some more. So apparently there was more that I didn't get, and she got this whole bag and this box. So we added another 33 units to the inventory for a total of 241 units of Feastable bags. And if you check on Amazon, I have 33 units left, which is just about right because I haven't touched any of the units that Rosa brought in. And I still have 2 bags here plus 5 units there. So I have 8 more units than listed in inventory, which is good because you got to be careful with your pending units. You don't want to oversell. So I have 2 pending units, which means even though I have 33 in stock, I actually only have 31 because 2 of them have already sold. The payment just hasn't come through yet. Maybe 1 more day or 2 more days of these and will be sold completely out. One thing I always try to do is to go into order reports and get the end of day forms, because if you don't, you're kind of a butthead. So what the end of day form does is it gives you all of your orders on a single sheet with a barcode, and you can give this to the person at the post office to scan, and it will mark all of your packages received with 1 scan, and the postal workers will appreciate you. Instead of them having to scan all of your packages one by one, or worse, them not even scanning them because they're just way too busy, especially at this time of year, make sure you come strapped with a scan sheet so you actually get your packages scanned when they're received and they don't look like they're just sitting around, which depending on whatever platform you're selling on, you could be penalized because it might look like you didn't ship your items yet.
All right, now we're gonna open up this investigation and I'm gonna show all you detectives the proof. All right, so this is my order page and you can see right here, I'm showing 250 orders of the Feastables chocolates. Let me move myself out of the way real quick. So right here on each order, you can see the price that we sold it for. And over here, these green notifications, these are payment complete and canceled because some customers do cancel. But let's scroll through and look, because just look, there's a ton, right? This is only 100 units because I can only do 100 per page, and there is 3 different pages. So right here on every order, it shows the quantity and then the price that we sold that item for. And I'm going to scroll through this list here and show you the different prices that we sold it for. And it's really a great opportunity to show you how you have to adjust your price on your products to the market levels if you want to be the one that gets the buy box and sells more unit. Now, I don't mean that you have to be the absolute lowest price all the time, but if there are people that have more competitive prices than you, especially if they have a large amount of stock, and especially if you want to sell out quickly, then you are going to have to lower your prices to match them so that you can get the buy box and make more sales. So if you look here, this one we sold for $25.69. But if we scroll down just a little bit, we'll see units that we sold for $26.73 and $26.74 and $26.98 and $29.49. I think that was the most that we sold it for. Most of the units were sold just as a quantity 1 to a customer, but some people ordered 2 units and a couple people even ordered 3 units. Check this out. This customer right here ordered 3 units for a total of $84. So I actually took those 3 units and put them in a little box and then shipped that box off to that customer. So initially when I listed these items, I listed them as merchant fulfilled. Later, when I acquired more quantity of the product, I decided I would sell those FBA. And because you can only sell a listing one way, I had to make another listing so that I could send out an FBA shipment. Now, it actually worked out pretty cool because it allowed me to segregate the data. So I have the data on the SKU that was all sold merchant fulfilled versus the data on the SKU that was sold fulfilled by Amazon. And because of this, I have an extremely accurate final profit number, which is what we're going to get into right now. What's really awesome about the per SKU sales data is just all the granularity you get with everything. So you can see right here, our average sales price for all of the units that were merchant fulfilled was $26.57. We sold 213 units. Our total sales was $5,659.87. And after Amazon charges and our total off Amazon cost, which is something we put into Amazon's system, our net proceeds on the fulfilled by merchant units was $2,551.79. And if we go and look, we can see all of those fees and numbers on a per unit level as well, which is pretty exciting as well. So when we switch over to the FBA side of things, you see a little bit difference, but not much. So we sold 35 units FBA for an average sales price of $26.84 each, which brings us a total of $939.25. And after Amazon fees and our inbound transportation and our off Amazon costs, we have a total net profit of $433.43, which brings our grand total to, can I get a drum roll, please? $2,985.22. And that includes all of the fees, all of my costs, everything except for the gas and that bag of Feastables that I ate, because I had to test the product. You know what I mean? As a reseller, you're not going to find stuff like this every single day. But I do have good news for you. I am officially relaunching the Reezy Ninjas Discord, and the first 150 of you that sign up on the waiting list are going to get their first month entirely for free. In the Discord, we have a thriving community that is just insane. It is packed with so many deals. It's going to blow your head off. I promise you, in a good way. Blow your head off in a good way. Blow your head. Where do I come up with this stuff? Anyways, so make sure you click the link in the description to get on the waiting list, and I'll see you guys on the inside. Thanks for watching. Peace. I'm super pumped to let you guys know that the Reezy, this is not the Reezy Ninjas Discord. This is. This is.